Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Big Akar Ahmed, and welcome to today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about if we can convert to Judaism if we are already not a Jewish person. So, if I'm a Christian, can I convert to Judaism? If I'm Muslim, can I convert to Judaism? What do I do to convert to Judaism? Or am I even allowed to in the first place? So, I'm going to go ahead and react to this 47-second short really quick and hear what this Jewish couple has to say, because it's better that we get an instance or some information from actual Jewish people who live as Jewish people and can answer this question. So let's go ahead and check out what they got to say.
Can someone convert to Judaism? Question 101.
101.
Answer.
Yeah.
Actually, interestingly enough, although you can convert to Judaism, Judaism does not encourage people to convert. Come convert to Judaism, because Judaism believes that every human was born with the soul that they needed. Jewish soul, not a Jewish soul, and that's their purpose in this world. However, if someone...
So basically, God doesn't make mistakes. So if you were born not Jewish, then you're not meant to be Jewish. So even if you want to follow Jewish law and you believe that the Jewish way of living is the correct way to worship God, you're just not allowed to, because God born you into something else and you have a different purpose. You were supposed to be an atheist or you were supposed to worship Satan. I'm not really understanding the point she's trying to make there. I understand that God puts each individual person in their own world, in their own environment. Like, I'm born Muslim in America, and you're born Christian in France, and he's born Jewish in Russia. And depending on your environment, and depending on your religion, that's going to shape you to be different, or what the case may be, or it's going to shape you to come to God in a different way, right? The Muslim kid in Detroit and the Muslim kid in Saudi Arabia are going to get to their worshiping God in a different way. Even though they're both Muslim, they're going to get to it in a different way. They have a different purpose. They have a different environment. They have different friends. They learn different things. They have different jobs. So, yes, I get God has a purpose for every single individual person, and God puts each person into what body he wants them in, what religion he wants them in, and what race he wants them in, to put them through specific trials and tribulations. To tell someone you were born in a specific body because God wants you to believe a specific thing is a little odd. Now, you can't be Jewish by race. Like, no matter how hard I try and I want, Prophet Jacob to be my grandfather, my great-great-great-grandfather through lineage, I can't just convert and have my grandpa be Prophet Jacob. That is a lineage thing. That's like DNA. Now, if you're talking about following the rules of Judaism and reading the Torah and following God's laws and commandments, I don't see why you have to be chosen for that. I don't see why your soul needs to be placed in a specific body for that. I don't think I need 2 arms or 2 legs and to have your type of skin tone and your nose structure to worship God the way you worship God. I don't really think it works like that. But I kind of understand what you're saying.
really, 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 really wants to, then they can.
They have to take upon themselves all the 613 commandments that apply today.
So to keep a Torah lifestyle and...
It might take a few years.
Actually...
So you could just be born Jewish, born into it, and you just automatically are withholding the 800 laws that are given in the Torah, and you just automatically abide by them, and you're a Jew. But the person that's not born Jewish can follow all of those laws and commandments, but still not be considered Jewish. I find that fairly interesting. It's the same conversation I have about Muslims and Christians. Is you can be born Christian, you can tattoo crosses all over your body and wear cross necklaces, but if you're out drinking at the club every weekend and having sex with random people, in fornicating and committing adultery and taking drugs and doing this multiple times a week while you're representing a religion, you're not that religion. The atheist who sits at home and minds his own business and doesn't damage his body and doesn't put himself out there is probably 10 times more Christian than you, and you represent Christianity, which is sad to say. How does someone who doesn't believe in God at all represent your religion better than you? And that's where this "can I become Jewish" thing bothers me, because it's like, okay, you're born Jewish, but then like you don't follow any of the commandments and you don't uphold any of them. But then this Muslim guy upholds all 800 of your Jewish commandments, and he's not allowed. You know what I'm saying? Like, God wants him to be Muslim and deny the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really add up. Like, why would God want you to deny the truth and then burn in hell? That doesn't make much sense.
We taught that a person converted to Judaism technically had a Jewish soul to begin with. Actually taught that a person converted to Judaism technically had a Jewish soul to begin with.
Okay, so if I want to convert to Judaism, I was actually a Jewish soul to begin with. Like, God just threw me in this like Muslim family and was like, ha ha ha, here's your test. You're actually Jewish, and I'm gonna make you like fight your whole entire life to actually become Jewish again. Just like stress you out, make you go through it with your parents, make you go through it with your family, make you go through it with your wife, make you, like, you hate your environment, hate your surroundings, so you can just end up back in Judaism. That doesn't sound like God's keeping his commandment then. Like, if God keeps his covenant with the Jewish people, I don't think he would torture a Jewish soul like that necessarily. He just put them in a Jewish family. So, like, that's just like that's not like something that's in the Torah or proven or anything. It's just something she's saying through like tradition. It's like, oh, if someone converts to Judaism, then they were always a Jew at heart when they were born. They were a Jew from the beginning. It's like saying like someone has always been gay. They were born gay. You know what I mean? Like, they just came out of the womb and was like, I'm gay. It's like they came out of the womb and was like, I'm Jewish. Even though I was born in a Muslim family, they just knew they were Jewish as soon as they came and took their first breath. That's what she's saying. It's the you were born gay argument that Lady Gaga uses. It's like, I was born Jewish even though I'm a Christian African.
Like, was born with a soul that was...
And they come from a higher level.
Yes, and...
Whoa!
Was born with a soul that was...
And they come from a higher level.
Yes,
Whoa! And he put the ladder emoji there just to actually like prove what he said. Whoa!
Like, was born with a soul that was...
And they come from a higher level.
Yes, and so, yeah.
It just ends there too. Listen, one more time, please.
Yes, and so, yeah. They had a Jewish soul to begin with. Like, was born with a soul that was...
And they come from a higher level.
He doesn't mean and, he means so they come from a higher level. Saying that they were born with a Jewish soul to begin with, they come from a higher level. Therefore, they're able to realize they have a Jewish soul, so they convert back to Judaism. They revert to Judaism, essentially, is what he's saying, because they come from a higher level. Like, God has installed them with a higher purpose than the rest of humanity. That's why they're able to identify their purpose as a Jew and come back to Judaism. This is my problem with the Jewish people. I'm not racist. I do not care if you're Jewish. I do not care if you're Christian. I don't care if you're atheist. I don't care if you're Hindu. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you choose to sexually interact with. I don't care. That's between you and your creator. That's between you and your parents, your family, your brothers and sisters. Not me, not my life, not my problem. Okay? But to walk around thinking that you were born better than other people because God chose you is insanity. I want you guys to think about this. They complain about anti-Semitism and racism and all of this stuff, but then walk around and tell people we're better than everyone because of our race and what we believe, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. But if you ever say you're better than us, or you ever say anything against us, you're anti-Semitic, you're a Jew hater, you're a piece of shit, burn in hell. That's what I'm understanding here. Every single Jewish person I've ever spoke to in my life has told me they were chosen by God. They believe they are chosen by God, and they were just above everyone. They were born with the truth, and no one else is at their level. He just said it multiple times.
And they come from a higher level.
And they come from a higher level. There's the ladder. You see it? Boom. He's trying to tell you, Jewish people are born at the top of the ladder, and you, Christian, Muslim, atheist, black, are down here because you're just born at a higher level. This is the issue that I personally have with the Jewish belief, is they believe that they're higher or better than everyone. No, God did choose you. Yes. And when she said that God puts every single person in a specific body, in a specific environment, like a Jewish person has a Jewish soul and a Muslim person has a Muslim soul, I 100% agree with you. Is he puts you in a specific environment and tests you in that environment. Okay? But that does not make the Jewish environment better than the Muslim environment, or the Muslim environment better than the Christian's environment. That doesn't make you better in the eyes of God because he made some covenant with your great grandfather. I hope you know this. I hope you know, just because you were born a Jewish woman, God doesn't just rank you higher in heaven because you're a Jewish woman, where there's a Christian woman who is modest and does not fornicate and keeps your commandments better than you keep your commandments yourself and worships God. I believe that God, the most powerful, most merciful, most grateful, most great being, all eternal, is going to choose the one who made a relationship with them, has submitted to them, that is going to listen to him, not the privileged Jew that he made better who can run. See, that's my issue also with Christianity, is this thought of Jesus died for my sins, so I don't have to focus on my good deeds or my works. It's like, why did you throw away the last 4,000 years of humanity, everything Adam went through and Abraham went through and Moses went through, and the covenants of God and everything that Jesus went through and disciples went through, to say I can go smoke and drink and have sex, Jesus died for my sin, or to say I'm Jewish, I was born above everybody else, God ranks me higher than everybody else naturally because I was born Jewish. Why is it only in Islam do Muslims just say, hey, if I do bad things, I'm going to be judged poorly. If I do good things, I'm going to be judged well. It doesn't matter who I was born or how I was born. I was born with the instinct to worship God and build a relationship with my Creator. I need to follow the prophets of God to figure out how to worship God at the highest ability. Let me see what the Prophet Muhammad did and what Jesus did and what Moses did to try to elevate myself to that level. I have to earn God's respect. I'm not just born with it. Someone didn't die for God to earn my respect. I have to earn God's respect through my relationship with Him, through doing things for myself, through doing things for Him, through showing my appreciation and my gratitude to Him, not by Him dying for me, and not by Him going, hey, Ahmed, you were born into a Jewish family, you're privileged, you're better than everyone, don't even worry about it. That is where my issue comes down, is the privilege factor when it comes to this religious mindset. Like, this guy actually thinks he's better than me and thinks God just ranks him higher than me. No matter how hard I try or no matter how much I do, I'm not born with the Jewish soul, so I'm down here and he's up here. That is literally the most Hitler thinking I've ever heard in my life. Like, that's what Hitler was saying with a smile on his face before he slaughtered 6 million Jews. Like, that is crazy talk. That is so like racist. Like, if anyone else but a Jewish person said that, they would be called racist in 30 seconds. They'd be canceled off the internet. They'd be destroyed. Their career would be over. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for coming in. You can't convert to Judaism. It is what it is. You're either born a Jew and you were always born a Jew and God put you in a Jewish soul and you are special, and you've always been Jewish, you know, and you're ranked higher than everyone, or you're just a normal person, you know, and like the Jewish people are above you, and like you're just here for the ride. You're just here for the ride, you know. Watch God create covenants and contracts with the Jewish people and run the world, and then, just sit on the side, be a good little, Mexican, and be a good little black boy, and be a good little Arab, and just go follow your other religions, go follow Christianity and Hinduism and Islam, and because God put you there. You're not important. and he put me in Judaism because I'm chosen. So, just stay over there, and we'll take care of it from here. If you weren't born Jewish, then you're just like a side piece. You have a purpose, but it's just like it's not important. It's not like it might be important, but it's not as important as my purpose. My purpose is higher than everyone else's because I'm Jewish, and God told me that. So, yeah, that's how it will go. That's how it works, and yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks so much for coming in today. Sunday fun day. God bless you all. It is the 15th almost. We are halfway through the month of January, pushing through. This year is going to be a crazy year. Everyone be prepared. Everyone pray. Everyone ask for guidance. And we're going to get through it together. I love you all. Thanks for coming in. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Free Palestine, baby.